Hello everybody, Avian Solar here. Today I'm going to be going through Force Incident Management and the dispatch system with you to allow you to become a qualified dispatcher for the Los Santos Police Service. So what is the purpose of a Force Incident Manager, or FIM for short? Well, a FIM has the job of reviewing and grading all calls that come into the police and assigning resources to them depending on the risks they pose and the requirements for public safety. The FIM also has the job of deciding what units should be deployed where to ensure the best public safety and ensure we give the best service to members of the public. They also have to coordinate with tactical firearms commanders as well as other public services such as the NHS. Let us now go down to the control room at Mission Road Police Station where we'll have a look at the dispatch system developed by CGC and Archer Systems. Now we're in the dispatch room and sat down, let us open the dispatch system, and you can do this by pressing the O key on your keyboard and you'll be presented with this screen. At the top right of the screen you can see we have three lists: the watch list, the assigned dispatchers list and the all dispatchers list. And at the bottom of the screen on the right hand side you can see we've got the units panel, which displays all the units that are booked on duty from the police, NHS and Group 6, as well as their current state. We're first going to be talking about how to create a dispatch. So with the dispatch system open, go to the top right of the screen and press the plus button next to the all dispatchers box. This box will appear, and the first thing it's going to ask you to do is put in dispatch title. And to do this, you need to start with a tag followed by a couple of words to help identify the dispatch. Some common tags are police generated, PIC, TS for traffic stop, pursuit, 999, stop and search, and firearms incident. For this, I'm just going to create one that is police generated test, as it is a test dispatch. Once you've typed in the title, press submit. You'll now be asked to grade the dispatch. The Los Santos Police Service uses grades 1 to 4 when it comes to grading them. Grade 1 being for emergency response. This should be used when there is an immediate response required, such as there is an immediate threat to life, serious crime occurring, or the offender is still on scene. Grade 2 is a priority response, and this should be used in situations where a suspect has been detained, there is a non-serious RTC, or there is a witness who may leave the location leading to a loss of evidence. Grade 3 is for a scheduled response, and this should be used when an appointment can be made with someone to resolve the issue at a later date, such as obtain a witness statement or awaiting for a specialised unit to come on duty. And grade 4 is for non-deployment, and this should be used when there's no need to deploy to a dispatch, such as when it's providing information only. For this test dispatch, I'm just going to assign it grade 4 because it's for non-deployment. Once you've done this, press submit and you'll now be asked to put in the dispatch content. And this is detailed information about the dispatch. So, for this situation, I'm just going to write the fact that this is a test dispatch for the FIM training. There we go, and that's what will appear on the dispatch, informing officers that this dispatch is only a test for the purposes of FIM training. Press submit and now asks you what groups you want to send the dispatch to. As a Force Incident Manager, you can send dispatches to Group 6, NHS and the police. So we're going to just send this one just to police. So I'm going to select police, click off the box, then press submit, and only the police will then receive that dispatch. Finally, you have to select a location for the dispatch. This can either be your current location or a waypoint that you have set on your GPS. For the dispatch, I'm going to select the current location. I'm then going to press submit. And you can see we receive a dispatch that's police generated test, and it says that this is a test dispatch for FIM training, and it is graded 4. Now we're going to talk about how to assign and unassign units to a dispatch. To assign units, first go to the dispatch you want to assign a unit to, right click on it, and hover over the assigned units option, and then simply select the unit you want to assign. And you can see Oscar 1 is now assigned to that dispatch. If you wish to unassign unit, go to the dispatch you wish to unassign, right click, hover over unassigned units, and then select the unit you want to unassign. You notice Oscar 1 is no longer assigned to that dispatch. Now we're going to discuss how to add a vehicle to the watch list. First thing you need to do is, with the dispatch system open, go to the watch list and press the plus next to watch list, and you'll be presented with this screen. You then need to type in the plate of the vehicle you want to add to the watch list. So in this occasion, I'm going to type AB01XYZ and press submit. You then need to add a description of why the unit vehicle has been added to the watch list. So on this occasion, I'm just going to write in test. Press submit. As you can see, AB01XYZ is now added to the watch list. If you then wish to remove a vehicle from the watch list, simply press on the bin icon and you can see it's been removed. Now let's just talk about how to set a unit state. If you wish to set a unit state, you need to go down to the units panel at the bottom right of the screen and hover over the unit which state you want to set. Right click on it, select the either set state or force set state option, and then simply select the state you want the unit to be in. So I'm going to set Oscar 1 to be committed non-deployable. So press that now, you can see Oscar 1's call sign has been updated to state 8. The final thing I'm going to talk about related to the dispatch system is how to hide dispatches. So say there's a dispatch that's been resolved and you don't need to see it anymore. What you can do is you can go over to it, right click on it and select the hide option. And that will hide it from your screen. Other units will still be able to see it, however for you it's no longer there. Now let's just talk about how to book on as a Force Incident Manager. So the first thing you need to do is, when you book on as a FIM, is to go to the dispatch room at Mission Road Police Station and change your call sign to control. So go to your unit menu, set call sign, and your call sign is going to be control. And press submit. Once you've done that, you then need to broadcast over the radio that control is going to be state 1. As follows. Control to our units, show me state 1. Once you've done this, you then need to create a list of dispatchers to help you keep track of the units you have on duty. The ones I would recommend creating are deployable response. This is for a list of response units, traffic units and DSU units that are available to deploy. Deployable firearms for a list of firearms units that are able to deploy. And deployable CID for a list of all CID units that can be deployed. I'd also recommend you create PIC for Mission Row for units that are transporting a PIC to Mission Row or at Mission Row with a PIC. PIC Bolingbroke for units that are transporting a prisoner to Bolingbroke or who are at Bolingbroke. And finally, unavailable units for units that are committed, such as undercover officers or officers who are state 4. I'm just going to quickly create those now. I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so now we've created all those dispatches. And what I would do from here is I would go through every unit that is booked on duty and I'd ask them what their status is, so I then can assign them to the relevant dispatch as well as set their state manually. Unfortunately, there's no other units on at this moment, so I cannot do that to demonstrate to you. However, that is what I would do. So for example, if Liam 11 was on duty, I'd say over the radio, control to Liam 11, wait for them to respond, and say, Liam 11, what's your current status? If they said the state 2 on patrol, I'd then make sure they were actually set state 2 by right clicking on them, set state and going to state 2, and I would then assign them to the response deployable unit. So right click, assign units, and assign them to that. So now you're ready to go as a dispatcher. However, before you do, here are a few tips about being a forced incident manager. Be forceful if you have to. Don't let units on patrol walk over you or disregard your instructions. You're in charge of resource management, not them. Stay calm. Don't let yourself get flustered, and if you need to, step back, take a couple of seconds, breathe and reassess the situation. Finally, allow TFC to take control of firearms unit. They're better trained and better equipped to manage firearms units and assess the risk of firearms incidents, so allow them to do this. And if needed, ask them to go to another channel such as Operations 1 with all the firearms units, and then move to the channel when you need to coordinate with them. So that's how to operate as a forced incident manager and how to use the dispatch system. In the description below, you'll be able to find a link to the FIM handout, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask a training officer or consult your sergeant. As always, I hope you have found this useful, and I hope you have a very nice day.